tomorrow, geeks around the country will be lining up to head to the Apple Store and pick up OS 10.6, the 6th revision of OS X from Apple. Of course, it's Mac OS. And with the update comes lots of questions, lots of answers, and some people have actually had hands-on, among them Michael Gartenberg, who is part of the research group Interpret. Michael, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Always good to be here.
Also, we bring in Rory Reid from CNET UK. Rory, thanks for being with us as well.
Not a problem.
So, Snow Leopard tomorrow, 10.6. Michael, you've had hands-on. What's your first take on the new update?
I've been using it now for a few weeks, variety of machines. Smoothest operating system upgrade I've ever done on any computer, anytime, anywhere. You're a Mac user, you're running Leopard, $29. It's the OS no-brainer update in the history of computers.
Rory, you agree with that take? Do you think the $29? I'm not sure what the UK pricing is, to be frank, but
it's £25, which is, I guess, more money ultimately than America, but still affordable.
Yeah, I mean, what's your take? You haven't actually used it yet. We were talking before the show. Are you planning to upgrade on your personal machines? Are you excited about the upgrade? What's your take?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a PC. I've got to say that. I'm a bit skeptical about the value of Snow Leopard compared to what the normal user is getting from the existing operating system. I mean, what does it provide? It's definitely cheap, but is it just to be regarded as a service pack for the existing OS, or I mean, how much benefit does it actually provide? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, well, Michael, what's your take? I mean, you've been using this for a couple of weeks. Directly to people like Rory. I mean, is this really worth the $29 or 25 pounds of an upgrade?
Yeah, sure. First of all, if you're an Exchange user, the $29, it's cheap at any price. You'd pay 3 times that amount just to not have to use Entourage on a Mac anymore. So for business users who've got to connect into an Exchange server, it's not just a no-brainer, it's a must-have. You want this upgrade. It makes Exchange work on your Macintosh for the first time. But for everyone else, absolutely. Is it a evolutionary upgrade? Absolutely. So is Windows 7. Windows 7 should be a free update to everyone who paid money for Vista and wasted their money on it and got a frustrating experience.
Yes.
Apple has basically rewritten the core of the operating system here. All the key components, the Finder, all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes has been optimized. So as soon as you install this thing, which Apple recommends you install over your OS and don't have to start from a clean install or have to wipe your disk and back up your data, you get an immediate speed boost. I mean, it's clearly noticeable in terms of difference. And, I'm seeing people who are reporting 2x increases in a lot of functionality. And, if you can get a 2x increase in functionality through a software upgrade,
for $30.
How is that not worth $29 for 25 pounds?
The other thing I think that's key to keep in mind, at least from my perspective, I'm running a lot of legacy stuff. I have, my hard drive is constantly on the brink of running out of space. They say that this takes out a lot of the Power PC stuff, so you won't have to worry. You'll take out a lot of hard drive space. You'll get back. Some people have reported even up to 20 gigs, which I find a little bit hard to swallow. But I mean, that's what happened to them, so I guess it's fine. Rory,
Yeah.
So some of the other things that Apple's mentioning is kind of key is an update to QuickTime. Everything runs in 64-bit mode. I don't know. Are those things that Michael's talking about? I don't know. Is that enough for a regular Mac user to really make the plunge, or are you still skeptical?
I'm still skeptical. I'm not really sure. 20 gigs. Some people are saying 7 gigs is really worth the extra money. I mean, if you got to think back to when 10.1 first came out. That brought several performance and usability enhancements to the table, and that was free.
Yeah.
Essentially, Snow Leopard is doing the same thing. It's kind of tweaking things here and there. Shouldn't Snow Leopard be free as well?
That's a best case scenario. I mean, to me, the upgrade from 10.0 to 10.1 was like such. I mean, 10.0 essentially is Vista, right? It's a lot slower, a lot more unusable. 10.1, a little bit more usable, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, Michael. One thing you brought up before the show, speaking of Windows 7, it seems that Apple's kind of done some maneuvering tactics in the marketplace, and you run a market research firm, so this is stuff you guys are always thinking about as far as strategy goes. I don't know, can you kind of explain how Apple's kind of pulling off a little bit of a head fake, as you called it?
Yeah, I think Apple once again pulled off a really nice head fake. Microsoft walked right into it. Apple originally announced Snow Leopard coming at the end of September. On Monday, they announced, to most of the market's surprise, that they were shipping a month early and that it would be available at the end of this week. If you ordered on Monday, you were guaranteed delivery on Friday. They'll have it in the stores on Friday. They'll have new machines in the stores on Friday. And right now, they've got a 2-month jump on Microsoft trying to get some buzz around Windows 7. And, this matters for a couple of reasons. One, Apple sneaked in just under the third quarter with sell into the channel numbers. Yeah. So you're going to see Apple's third quarter numbers be huge. The fact that Apple encourages in-place upgrades and their pricing means they're going to have a higher percentage of Mac users upgrading to Snow Leopard. Then we're going to see Microsoft with Windows 7. What? And more importantly, in the channel, I walk into an Apple store tomorrow, I get a machine, it's got Snow Leopard. I go into Best Buy and I want to buy a PC, I'm getting Vista. Well, and look, I get it for free, yeah, I can get a free upgrade. But Apple now just picked up 2 months of back to school and holiday shopping that Microsoft's going to have to scramble for. It was a nice head fake, and Microsoft walked into it.
Well, we're looking forward, Rory. Windows 7's on the horizon. It's $130. When we look at, Snow Leopard, $30 upgrade, minor enhancement. Admittedly, Vista has a lot more under the hood, things like the redesigned taskbar, among other notable improvements. I don't know, do you think the upgrade, it's a little bit cheaper in the UK actually than the US for once, which is kind of crazy, but are you looking forward to that Windows 7 upgrade more than you would say you're looking forward to Snow Leopard?
I wouldn't. I think the problem is that big OS software makers are facing at the moment is the fact that there's not that significant shift in the way users are actually using the operating systems. Most people do very basic things like opening Word, for example, or going on the internet. They don't really concern themselves with all the new functionality. Like, for example, in Snow Leopard, you can access a lot more memory, but how much memory do you actually need, the average person? I think going forward, people like Apple and Microsoft are going to actually find it harder to release new OSs because people, like me, will start thinking, what's the point in releasing this brand new massive OS when essentially I still use Windows XP, for God's sake.
Come on. I mean, I think it's really, they really are going to have to push hard. I think things like touch interface and other different usability things will be how they'll sell it in the future. But for now, it is a hard sell, except for the geeks. I guess anyone watching this show who's pretty geeky, I'm going to go pick up Snow Leopard tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's...
That's where it benefits Apple users, because they've got that rabid fan base that will actually snap up anything that Apple releases. So I think, fair play to Apple. They can actually play on that and guarantee themselves a lot of income, especially running up to the holiday period.
Yeah,
but
Rory, you're looking at an Apple community that you're 5 years out of date. This is mass market. This is mainstream. It's not a rabid fan base. Apple's doing just a better job evangelizing to their customers right now than Microsoft is. And hey, don't ever fall into the trap of today's stuff is good enough, right? Bill Gates once said, "What do you need more than 640K in memory for?" I hope you're not suggesting that.
No, I think we get it.
No, I'm saying for the moment, 4 gigs is sufficient to run some huge applications. For example, accessing 128 gigabytes or 128 terabytes of RAM. I don't really see the massive need for that at this moment in time.
Yeah,
so
I hear you, man. And 10 years ago, I got to tell you, you'd have been saying, "What do you need 4 gigs for?" Come on, man. You can run it in 640K. This DOS interface is good.
No,
enough.
I think we get it. Rory's saying, you can buy a computer with an upgrade, and if you get a computer with an upgraded version of Windows 7, sweet. But running out to buy, it's not the immediate need. Anyway, guys, we're out of time. We're gonna have to leave it there. Michael Gartenberg from the Interpret Research Company. Michael, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Also, Rory Reid from CNET UK. Thanks for joining us as well. I'm Randall Bennett. Don't forget, you can catch us on iTunes. We're on YouTube. I'm sure our show works in Snow Leopard, so give it a shot. Let us know. See you later.